Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to our Chabot-Las Positas Community College District Board of Trustees meeting, the regular meeting of November 14th. For those of you, if this is your first meeting, welcome. I hope that you feel free to attend future meetings. We do move around the district, office, Chabot, as well as Las Positas throughout the year. It is, time is 6:45. The meeting is called to order. I'd like to ask our recording secretary to please call roll.
Trustee Dvorsky. Present. Trustee Ellis.
Excused?
Trustee Jen.
Here.
Trustee Maduli.
Here.
Trustee Mitzman.
Present.
Trustee Beccarelli. Trustee Randolph. Here. Student Trustee Garcia Gutierrez. Present. Student Trustee Romero.
Here. Thank you. We have a quorum. We can officially begin this meeting. I'd like to ask Trustee Randolph to lead us in the pledge the flag. Could please all rise.
The flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. All right, at this point is public comments. The board requests that the public speak at this time. Any person wishing to address the board on any matter of concern that is not included in the board agenda are requested to complete a request to address the board of trustees card and file it with the recording secretary of the board prior to the start of the meeting. If you are here to speak on Sanctuary College issue, please use this particular period for that purpose. We will move item 8.2, which is the item on Sanctuary College. Those individuals will be all speaking at the same time, so we will move that item up after we have heard public comments on other items. That way, you don't have to wait till 8.2, which is way down on the agenda. So this will help speed up the whole process.
Is that a motion?
Yes, I will entertain that as a motion.
So moved.
All right. Move seconded. So item 8.2 will be moved up. When the time comes, I will let you know. Individuals will be called upon to speak by the presiding officer. Let me remind everyone, the board cannot act or discuss items not listed on the agenda. And we have quite a few cards, 31 cards on the Sanctuary College item, and we have a handful of cards on other items, which we'll call first. So that everyone has a chance to speak, because there are so many cards of individuals requesting to speak, we respectfully request that comments be limited to 3 minutes per speaker. We will not allow people to yield their time to another speaker. Your time will start when you come to the podium. Please line up when I call your name. I will read 5 names at a time to allow time for everyone to speak. For individuals who are outside this room because of the fire marshal policy, which prohibits any no more than 46 individuals to be in this room, you can hear me. Those of you out in the main cafeteria area will hear your name being called. At that point, you will come in and line up, and you will all have a chance to speak. We request, this is very important, we request that each speaker maintain an appropriate decorum and refrain from personal critiquing of staff members. This is very important. We also understand that some attendees may wish to record this meeting tonight. However, in accordance to the Brown Act, our open meeting laws, Recording may not disrupt the proceeding by noise, lighting, or obstructing the views of others. Please be mindful, there are individuals speaking before the Board of Trustees who may not wish to be included in any recording that are posted or otherwise published or publicized. When I call your name, please come up to the podium, speak into the microphone. I believe there's caption. Is there a caption?
There wasn't a request for one.
There was no request. Okay, so there will not be any. Okay. All right. As I said earlier, we will begin with the public comments on issues that not Sanctuary College first. There's only about 5 or 6 of those. Once those are done, we will move item 8.2 up so that can be part of the public comments. Okay, first speaker, and I'll call some names out so you can start lining up. And the lineup is, I believe, along that wall behind the podium. First speaker is Mark, is it T-A-R-T-Z? I'm not sure. Okay, all right, please. Second speaker is Randolph Oliver. Third speaker is Laura. Correction, the second speaker is Adolph Oliver, not Randolph. Adolph, okay, all right. Thank you. Third speaker is Laura.
Alarcon?
Okay, that sounds like it.
Think so.
Thank you.
I
You're
think she's
the
outside.
third speaker. And the fourth speaker is Morgan Brizzy. All right, let's start with you, Mark. Go ahead.
Thank you. Board members, ladies and gentlemen of the audience, thank you for having me. I'm just here to make a few comments about a variety of things that some folks have asked me to come forward and talk about, and a couple things that I have had an interest in for a while. First of all, I want to thank our campus safety on this campus for what they have done and continue to do. And I want to thank the board for realizing that safety is very important, and having officers of the law, specifically Livermore PD, here, as I understand that Dublin Police Services have officers there, and when they're at Chabot, I'm sure we'll have Hayward Police there. I'm just wondering when Las Positas will have that permanently. Then another thing is the BAM. There's been some comments back and forth, Chabot, Las Positas, and all this, but one of the things that I would like to say, and this is coming from somebody else, but personally, I've been running the Administration of Justice program for 16 years here. That includes the Sheriff's Academy and ad hoc in-service training with the instructional service agreement and contracts. And I'm just wondering how we get so little money out of the state allocation after everything's done, and Chabot and the district office take a very goodly portion. Don't know how that works, but we do all the work and others get the money. There are other issues there too with the BAM. I think we need to let it move forward before the board acts upon the BAM, and it should be done with the agreement that was worked out some time back between the two colleges and the district. Another thing I was asked to talk about was the FON. Number of full-time faculty at each college is based upon full-time equivalent student, FTES, at both colleges. We have a process to follow, and each college should respect that. And I'm talking specifically about the nursing and dental hygiene programs, that there are 12 full-time equivalent faculty off the top. And this does impact Las Positas, and that we should allow the process to continue as is, rather than saying that this program will have this, and then we're now working light here. Let's see. I think that was really it. I've got a few seconds left, so again, thank you to the board for your security. I hope it continues. I know with the bond, physical security will continue. But we really do need to look at our mental health services and our law enforcement for both campuses and the district office. Thank you.
Thank you. Mr. Oliver, is that correct?
Yes, Adolph Oliver, I'm instructor at Chabot, and I wanted to come and address the board one last time while I'm still a full-time instructor. Now, I don't doubt that there are some individuals in this room whose roots go deeper in the district than mine. Ones that come to mind, Trustee Dvorsky, Trustee Vaccarelli. And now, I was hired in 1976, one of the last instructors hired by Reed Buffington. Lori O'Connor was also hired in 1976. She is having too much fun being faculty senate, faculty senate president at Chabot. And she hasn't remembered to retire yet. But anyway, let's see, 35 years ago, it was Larry Toy and I who constructed the first district allocation model. It was a large spreadsheet of many pages. John McCammon and I were the first co-chairs of the first district budget study group. I also assisted Charlotte when she tried to revive Charles Matthews. And as a result of Charles' passing, I was elected faculty association president. And because of Charlotte's long and distinguished tenure in that office, I still remain to this day the second past faculty senate president. Okay. Now, some things don't change. In the math science division, I made the motion of no confidence that swept across the campus and ultimately led to the dismissal of Chabot President Ron.